Hey guys, this is for Cancer. Just a quick sneak peek at what's ahead in your cards. Okay, let's get to it. Hey there, Cancer. Hi. We are doing a reading for what's going on in your life right now and the Hermit's Guidance layout. This is for September for the sign of Cancer. We're using the Dark Mansion Tarot. Yes. Love it. Very much in love with this deck. So I decided why not do a little bit of extra September reads. So we're going to get to the Hermit's Guidance, which that's the Virgo sign and ninth card in the deck. So we are doing that in a minute. And that's what got me going down this rabbit hole. We are going to do the Your Life Right Now spread, and we're going to get started right away. So it should be pretty fun. All right, that feels good. Okay, so all right, smooth that a bit maybe. Okay, so Cancer, right now in the position of self, this is you and you're feeling a little stuck energy, a little bit trapped. Usually this is a mental cage of our own making. This is what the Eight of Swords is about. So the wind is in her hair, her skirts are pinned down, she feels like she's trapped, she feels like she's stuck. And she's really not being held prisoner by anything but her thoughts. She could wriggle loose of this. This is a time where if you want to see things clearly, you have to be willing to look at it. So if the breeze blows her hair a different direction, she opens her eyes and takes a look, she can reevaluate her thoughts and really get out of there pretty easy. So that's what's going on with you now. Next out you have the Knight of Wands, and this is to do with resources. Now in the position of resources, you have this guy charging in, ready to go, passionate about something. This could be somebody's career calling, job, passion project, those kinds of things. And this guy's ready to charge forward. So he's got more than a little knowledge, and now you need to take action on it. This guy's ready to go. So whatever this is pertaining to in money, if there's something you've been wanting to do kind of on the side, as a side income or a side job or training or schooling that you want to go get, this is saying take action towards that, towards expanding your horizons on that. That's what really strikes me. And if it's an inspiration that you've had for a while or something that's been kind of longing to you, yeah, this is the time. This is the time to do that. Next out, you have the Ace of Cups, and this is an offering. This is a love offering. Whenever you see the aces, the universe offers a gift. So if you're seeing the love, watery, emotional offerings right now, there's an abundance of love around you. So if you're stuck in your own thoughts and kind of hung up for a bit and you're like, okay, what do I need to do? If this is to do with mental and internal stuff, this is also to do with communication, getting clear in your own mind and communicating well with others. So clarifying your own mind and then going forward from a place of love and being receptive to those who are offering it to you. Get out of your own way on this one, okay, Cancer? All right, next out you have the High Priestess. High Priestess is coming out, and she's in the position of home and family. This is some of the inner knowledge, gosh, my tongue is tight today. It's the inner knowing, and it's a very nuanced intuition, definitely internal knowledge, and it's like the mystery unfolding, the epiphany that is like, oh yeah, I remember, I knew that kind of thing. This is the known to the bone that you have to remember, because it's not just handed to you knowledge, it's stuff you might have known before you got here, known to the bone. You've got this. Nobody's going to tell you. You might have to hunt for this knowledge. You might have to seek it out. You might have to sit with it for a bit, but you got to get that spiritual alignment going on. That's going to help your family circle and those who love you, and it seems like it would very much help in this regard. So this is the home and family. You've got to get this squared away because you have stuck energy you need to move out of, for sure. And love is around you. You need to tune in. Next out we have the Emperor. And this is to do with creativity. This is setting structure. This is setting order to something. This is allowing for creativity to flow through you, but having a structure that makes it work for you. So it has to flow through you, work for you, and kind of plant roots, get established, get cemented in there. The Emperor is a very male energy, an outward directed energy. It's not just being so lost in our thoughts. This is take action, do something, start setting up the appointments that you need to keep, the meetings that you need to handle, setting up your environment and your surroundings. It could be your office, could be a work at home office, setting up goals and targets and things that you want to achieve or establish for this, those kinds of things. Setting things in motion, yes, and creating a structure that you can work within, okay? All right, that way the creativity can flow. The inspiration can right through you. All right, next out. That's a technical term. Next out is the Five of Cups, and this has to do with job, occupation, physical health. This is something you're not seeing. As far as physical health, maybe you're bummed out. Maybe you're a little bit fried mentally. Maybe you're disappointed, tired, or just like bored. Like one day kind of runs into the other in 2020 for a lot of us. And maybe you're just like, oh, shit, this day again. Well, no, you got to do something a little bit different. This is the action you need to take. And this is a cup being offered. Ace of Cups. A cup being offered from someone waiting in the wings. Somebody that's in your realm, in your house, right nearby, is offering you love, offering emotional support, wanting to help. So pull your head out. Take a look. Okay. All right. So that's what's coming out for job. Now, in the position of love and romance, you have the benefactor. You have the generous giver. This is a card of charity. So there's an abundance of love being offered to you. And this is in love and romance. This is somebody who wants to give to you. So are you ready to receive? And there has to be a willingness, an open-mindedness, a lack of stubbornness if you're going to receive this gift. They're bestowing a gift. And it could be that you're also actually even receiving a tangible gift of money. That could be from someone you love, from a distant relative, friend, or whatever. That could be for some of you. So take what resonates. The scales are balancing here. There's an evening with karma. There's like an evening out of the scales when somebody gives. And I used to teach my kids, if you share, you get more. So if you give, then you're just as blessed somehow in some way. Life seems to find a way. And if you're receiving and you need to receive and you're willing to receive, then life seems to find a way to give that to you. So be patient in what you're doing. You're not going to see this and have this love and romance grow, or this gift where there's more abundance than, like, she's got enough that she can share. You're not going to have that if you're in the pouting position. So bear that in mind. All right, enough lecturing there. Next out, Nine of Pentacles. Yay! Okay, this is coming in the changes to come. Now this is Miss Independence to me. This is the lady in the garden. She's got luxury. She's known how to establish things. She's saved her pennies, planted the seeds, got the harvest growing in. She's got the bird that's her friend that helps with perspective. She's got it going on. She's independent in her own right. She's done enough that she knows that she's okay on her own and can establish things. In relation to this, in relation to changes to come, we go back here at the start. You need to do something. You need to take an action. This is you needing to free your own self of mental stuff. You need to take the action. You need to be willing to see. You need to be able to shift your perspective, to look at what's being offered, and be willing to receive. Be willing to adjust and shift. Trust your intuition. Look a little more closely. Then things are going to develop. This is the change that you're growing into. This is all happening beneath the surface right now. This is what's going on. So there's a lot going beneath the surface. Pay attention. Then start establishing that order, that organization, the structure, the things that need to be cemented in so you can reign in your own kingdom, okay? All right. Next out, knowledge and spirituality. Okay. The lesson in the knowledge and spirituality for you is, somebody else got this up there. Who was it? May have been Pisces, I'm not sure. Four of Swords is about restore, renew, rest. You usually see the coffin in the church where the soldiers would come and rest if they happened to make it back from the Crusades, right? So this is take time to clear away debris of the mind. Get your mind right. Get the structure and the stability in your mind. Take time to pause, reflect, rest, and renew. Get your thoughts right. There's 4 here. That's the number of structure. That's the number here of structure, of balance, of stability. So organize your brain a bit, but it's tricky to do if you feel like you're trapped and in victim mode, or you're bored, or you got ripped off, or you can't see the blessing that's right here. So don't go down that path. For those of you that resonates with, okay. For the rest of you, you didn't need that lecture. Sorry. So, all right. The 4, rest and renew. This is about self-care. And part of it is literally get your sleep, rest, renew. You got to let yourself have rest, and you got to let your mind be at ease. Okay. Interesting. This is a spiritual lesson, but where we go for career, ambition, all of this, we go to the teacher. This is the establishment. This is the counterbalance to this. This is all the inner knowing. This is the external knowing. This is what you have to kind of peel back and you didn't know, and you have to really seek out. And this is somebody that's able to tell you and share with you. This often is to do with increasing your education as well as your spiritual education. So interesting that these would be in these positions. It seems like get your house in order so you can learn and move forward. So you can follow whatever it is that you're passionate to follow. Because here's your home and family. Listen to your intuition. Here's this higher learning, higher education, higher spiritual calling. Rest so you can get in alignment spiritually. And this is to do with career and ambitions, which is what you're wanting to pursue there. All right, next you have community and allies. And this is a twist. You have the Judgment card for community and allies. How harsh have you been on yourself lately? I mean, seriously, this is like the day of judgment. This is the be true to yourself. This is the resurrection from the dead moment. That kind of thing. When you're in your best self, you know, and the glorious day and blah, blah. Well, this is taking a look at yourself and what's going on and really having that day where there's a reckoning, where you're coming into balance and you're re-understanding. You need this self-care. You need this time to figure some of this out, to be truer to your own self. This is dance to your own song, that kind of thing. So don't be overly harsh on yourself. Don't be overly critical of yourself. It's not the time for that. It's the time for more looking like, okay, where are you making progress? What do you want to be doing? How does that feed your soul? All right, next out is the challenges and losses. The whole thing. This is it in a nutshell. The Temperance. This is about the balance, learning the balance, learning what is your formula, what is your magic potion that helps you flow easier. Here you have Temperance. It's tempered. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's not too uptight. It's not too restful. It's finding that balance. And it does take a little bit of back and forth for that to feel fluid. So that makes total sense to me. So that's what we've got so far on the Your Life right now. So next we are going to go to the Hermit's Guidance spread. This is the spread that got me down the rabbit hole. But I'm like, okay, it's Virgo month. Let's see what's going on. And this is done by Hermit's Mirror. And I like this spread, so I wrote it down and I thought we'd try it. And he uses the analogy of you can't see the forest for the trees. That phrase is kind of the thinking that's behind this spread. So we're going to get to it. And we're going to fill in the middle of the inside here. See what's going on for you. Okay, Cancer. One more shuffle and then we're going to get this going. Bottom of the deck, FYI, 2 of Cups. All right. So that's just kind of an undercurrent. That's how I view that one. Let's see what's going on. So you have the forest, the trees, and the darkness on this side. So this is what you're trying to navigate. It's a lot of decisions. It's kind of this indecision. Sound familiar? Yeah. So it's a not seeing or not choosing of something. There's lots of things being offered, lots of choices at hand to make. You can't stay stuck forever on this possibility, that possibility, this possibility. You can window shop forever, but you're going home with nothing until you actually make a choice. So that's what's the tricky part for you to navigate right now. Then what has distracted you? I think the money factor. There's an offering of money. There's a way that maybe you could gain resources, but it might be a different direction than you had planned. There's resources that are available that maybe you're not seeing. So everybody has to be concerned about what their money's doing right now, especially right now. However, don't let it drive you crazy. Just get a little bit clear. Tune in here. You can compare different opportunities, different things that might work. Try a few different things, but really see what's going to work for your home and family, what's going to give you the structure you need and allow you to have some of that reward in the passion that you like too. Really take a look at that. Then you have the darkness. What prevents me from seeing my way out? Focusing on the past, straight up, boom. Something that's over, that's ended, that's done, an old way of doing it that practically kills you, that doesn't feed your soul or nurture your spirit, that makes you think, okay, I'm almost dead. I'd rather be dead. That kind of thinking. It's like, being trapped in the past in the way it used to be or might have been or should been, or, oh, if only, possibility, if only, in the bad perspective. That's what's keeping you all distracted and trapped on this one. So that's what's kind of working against you. Now let's see what's going for you. Here's the Lantern card, the guide, and then the next step. All right. You have 2 10s back to back, something that's about killing you, and then the sense of being overburdened. Now this is coming up in reverse. So this kind of takes away from the sting of this card a little bit. So the Lantern is knowing that, yeah, whatever is in the past and is over, it's kind of over. The burden of moving forward, yeah, maybe it has been heavy and hard, but look, you're still standing, you're still strong, you're still able to carry that. And in the horizon, you can see that there's the destination. You're almost there. So yeah, you have a ways to go yet, and maybe it feels bigger than what it is because you're looking down at each step, focusing on how hard it is. It doesn't have to be that way. It really doesn't. I mean, you might think of a new approach, and I always did wonder, you've got these 10, you've gathered them all, you've protected them, but is there a reason they all have to be bundled on your back or a hard, harsh burden to carry? Is there another way to repack what's going on? Is there somebody else around the next hill that can help you carry this? This is a sense of being overwhelmed that might be easing somewhat. So then you also have here, what do you need to address before you can take this next step? This is the inheritance card. This is the legacy card. This is again to do with family and resources and home front and day in, day out life. And as it goes down, what do you leave as your legacy? What have you inherited? How do you work that out? And taking care of those needs. That's something that needs to be attended to. And it might feel like it's a little bit scattered, but sometimes this card comes up and people literally are in for an inheritance. So there could be some gifts being offered. For some of you, that might be very literal. For some of you, it might be just get grounded. Get more in your earth zone, your pragmatic zone. Take a look at what's going on around you this way. Take a look at how the people you love are your biggest treasures. Take a look at that. And appreciate that. Appreciate those all around you supporting you. This is huge gift. Okay, and then next, protect what you need to protect. It kind of seems a little bit backwards. You're going from the 10 to the 9 here, but really it's not, because you've gotten the overwhelm to the point of something like harsh. But still, stand your ground when you need to protect your home, your family, your place, your dream, those kinds of things. Stand your ground on that. Stand your ground, hold your ground. It's okay. The Seven of Wands is all about boundaries. And then this is like the one last stand, the last thing before the 10 happens. In this case, the 10 has already happened. It's already been rough. So you might have that challenged again. But you need to get clear about what it is you want to do, hold firm, and protect what you need to protect. All right. That's what I've got for you, okay, Cancer? Hope this has been fun for you. I think that's pretty much all I can tell you. It's going to be good. You're figuring it out. You really are. It might be a little challenging, a little bit. Remember this one, okay, guys? All right. Take care.